Hello folks, and welcome to my latest video. In this video I will go about dungeons, types of dungeons, and what you can gain from farming inside them. Now, here are the list of the dungeons which reset daily at 5 AM, and I would say the priority dungeon would always be the one that is connected to some type of event. So they not only reward good experience points but also in-game currency Adena, and also some of the event items which you can trade at a specific vendor inside of towns. So for current event, which is Halloween, we got a creepy Halloween dungeon, and before you go you would want to check this NPC and see if it has available daily quest. You pick it up, take it, and go to proceed to dungeon. Now I will go to this dungeon and check best location for hunting. Now when you go on the dungeon you will get a menu to select which level you would like to go in. So currently I have two levels, level 30 and level 50. The difference is, of course, enemies there are level 30 and here are level 50. Rewards are a bit better if you go for higher level, but enemies will be a bit stronger and tougher to kill. So since I'm level 50, I will go in this instance. One thing to note is enemies are not aggressive there, so you can freely hunt them without getting too much on your tail. So what you would like to do is to avoid other players, like here, and find a spot where the clutter of enemies is thicker, like here, and you can go continue to hunt. Now you can check every dungeon and see types of enemies you have there and a type of enemy, a weapon that can harm them better. Like for instance, material weakness is silver, mithril and auriculum. So if I would have that kind of weapon, I would do better damage. I believe my arrows are mithril. I will check now. Yes, they are. So if I go over description, arrow damage, range accuracy, extra damage to undead, demon, monsters. So these arrows are perfect for hunting in this dungeon. If you check the map, you can see the whole map and areas, but it doesn't matter. The thing that really matters is that you find a spot where enemies are in biggest numbers around you, so you will constantly hit them and get best of it. So if you check the amount of Adena I'm getting from one monster, the experience points, it's not so bad. It takes a bit of my shots to take them down, but because they're level 50 and level 50 as well. Okay, so that will be that for this dungeon, this event dungeon. And let's check some other dungeons. Okay, we have a Stronghold Island, and this dungeon is rich with Adena, so monsters drop best coins there. And I will show you my favorite spots. So once you teleport, you will teleport either here, or in this area, or in this area. My best spot for hunting is this spot here. It's pretty close, but you can also try to run to this spot here, which has also a good amount of enemies. So let's go check the first spot. Of course, if you're not running fast enough, you can always buy items to buff your speed and reach your favorite spot faster. So here is my favorite spot, number 1. Start in the middle and go auto hunting. So let's check map. This is the same spot here, and the similar spot is right here. It's a same construction like this one. So if you get teleported here, you can go right here. Okay, let's check this other spot, which is a bit further. Okay. It's on top of the hill. And here it is. You see? A lot of enemies and not many obstacles between them. Clear space for you to hunt. Of course, try to avoid other players if they are around, because you want to hunt for yourself and get most of it from the dungeon. We have an hour time limitation for this dungeon. See, reward is pretty solid. So this would be your daily dungeon for getting cash fast. It goes from 1k to 2k, depends, it's random. So this is a cash dungeon, and let's check XP dungeon, experience dungeon. That would be Devastated Castle. And I will show you my favorite spot in there as well. Okay, usually get teleported at this area. It's either here, which is before the drawbridge and the moat, or it would be around this spot. So what I like to do is go over the bridge towards the castle. Enemies here are mostly undead demons, so having mithril arrows and taking with you pet or Egeton that deals holy damage is also great idea. Now, this is my favorite spot around this fountain, because these enemies are a bit tougher, but reward is greater. And don't forget, if you have an experience potion, the green one, you should activate it here. It lasts about 20 minutes and it gives you 10% more experience points that you earn. So not a bad experience. You'll see I don't get any cash from them, just the experience points. Another thing to note is, whenever you go hunting, you should have your feather number at the highest, which is 20,000. Why is that? Because it has a conversation rate. Once it's full, you get most of it. You get most of the experience and you get most of the Adena from hunting, if you keep that number highest. So, one way to get the highest number is to have this Relic of Blessings. You can get them from completing quests, or you can buy them at the clan merchant, which is located in a clan hall or in major cities. So I like to put it in a quick slot. It doesn't auto-activate, but I need to click it. So I try to keep this number as high as possible to get the best results. So this is my favorite spot. And another thing to mention is when you check enemy types, level 50, so Silver, Mithril, Orechnum, those are the material weaknesses they have, and if you're using those types of weapons, you will get best damage output. Also, they reward reward chest, which when you open gives you Medal of Honor, I believe. This is the reward which you can use to buy certain items from the clan merchant. And another thing also, take note, is Agathon. And I want this one. This is my latest pet. And you see accuracy, he has +2, all damage +2. All damage is elemental damage. So they are earth, wind, fire, water, dark and light. Light is like holy damage and it's great against undead and demons. This pet also has light damage, but I prefer now this one because it has accuracy and all types of damage. So I take him with me. Enemies are a bit tougher, so I'm using my potions. And I can always activate some of these scrolls to boost my stats, to get better attack, or increase my defense. Of course, if they're weak to light type of damage, that means they deal dark type of damage. So they always deal a type of damage which is different from the type they're weak to. So it will be great to have dark type resistance for this dungeon specifically. So those are the dungeons you can take on daily basis. They are safe, which means no other player can attack you and hurt you. Enemies are not aggressive. You can get attacked only by the enemy you are currently targeting. And you can do these two dungeons on daily basis. And of course, first I would recommend to do the event dungeon because the rewards are always greater there. And some dungeons even have a extension time period, which can be bought from the cash shop. And here is the Devastated Castle. It extends time you spend there for an hour. And this is Hunter's Lair extension time stuff. So you can activate them and get 1 hour more. These dungeons, labeled common, are dungeons which have few levels, but enemies there can be aggressive. They're in greater numbers, and you will want to check type of weaknesses there. But know that if it's light, they will do dark type of damage, so equip your gear that protects you from it. Tower, low level dungeon, and of course once you reach level 55 you can try the Ivory Tower. And there are some world dungeons, and these dungeons are available for the whole server group. I'm currently on Theon 7, and this means that all players from server group Theon can go into these dungeons and see their comments, so you can be attacked by other players, so be careful. And this is an event dungeon called Necropolis. It's something like a battle royale. You can go in and your name gets randomly labeled, I believe with numbers, and it's all against all. It's like free for all and last man standing, so the last man standing gets all the rewards. It's for level 60 and above, so if you're pretty good with the gear, you can go there. So that would be it for this video. I hope that you found it entertaining and informative. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and of course subscribe if you would like to see more of videos like this. Take care and bye bye.